Okay, so YouTube has been fucking with me for years about a lot of different things, and of course whatever they can't remove without looking suspicious, then they put up their stupid Encyclopedia Britannica meanings to things and all this kind of shit, right? So they every time I'm posting videos, I'm doing digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the area that we call the clouds. Let's see if I can double this. From the area that we call the clouds, okay? I know better than to try to go after their conspiracy shit. Now, the conspiracies are on all sides except for the side that I'm coming from. So, therefore, they should not be fucking saying anything to me or posting them stupid things from Encyclopedia Britannica saying that um, condensation trails are left by jets and all this, because I'm not talking about none of that. I know better. I know that you own all sides to this, YouTube. So I'm going to do something that's going to prevent them from doing that to me anymore, which is I'm not going to just, anytime I'm collecting from the clouds, I'm going to go and collect from the trees. I'm going to collect from the rocks and the stones. I'm going to collect from anything that any other human that might come to my videos might consider to be natural nature. This tree here, the bushes, right? So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to add, I'm not only going to do the mineral streets, because every time I put the camera up to digitally collect the mineral streets, digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the cloud level, they've already ready with all their bullshit stories, okay? Um, and I know that and I understand that, but I'm sick of it. I'm just fucking sick of it. So I call them mineral streets. No one even notices the mineral streets. Out of the 7.8 billion zombie slaves, very few even see them. The ones that do see them, most of them don't even ever look again. So, you can get them to see it, but then that's it. They've seen it and they're never going to look again. And they're in total denial about what we're dealing with here. They think that weather comes from nature and all this kind of shit. So why bother? And they're just going to shut my videos down on my channel anyway. So I figure I stick to the EMNC. I stick to what I'm trying to show people, because they cannot claim that they have a problem with what I'm trying to show you, because they claim that it doesn't exist. They claim that what they're selling you is what reality is. And I'm telling you, it's not. And I'm telling you, you can go see that it's not. It's all around us. I like doing it at the cloud level because the clouds are moving along. It gets kind of boring if I just come out and put the camera at a tree. And if I have to come out and take my time and move the camera around, as you can see, I get pissed off and frustrated too, because it's not like anybody's looking. I'm wasting my fucking time doing that. So it's easier for me to just put the camera up there. Zillions upon zillions of fucking images will come through this camera in a 45-minute period. Then I can go back and remaster them. But if every time I'm doing this, these assholes, you assholes at YouTube assholes, and they own every fucking thing. I mean, we're playing on their fucking playing ground. So they can do whatever the fuck they want. So the only thing I can try to do is it's not even outsmarting them, because they're going to know that's why I'm making this particular research vid to them, and I'm going to let them know I'm going in the trees, I'm going in the rocks, the stones. So how can you possibly call them condensation trails? What are the condensation trails in this fucking stone? YouTube, is that what you're telling me? Let's find out. Let's find out if YouTube's right. Let's find out if Encyclopedia Britannica is correct about this. And I wonder, or even in the trees, since I don't have a red filter on me, I've got this filter here, this dark filter. Okay. So we're gonna see what YouTube's gonna do, because you know what, YouTube, I want to see you do this. I want to see how ballsy you really are you gonna try to tell me that condensation trails are in the trees? Because when I'm showing you the fucking clouds, YouTube well knows this. I'm showing you this is digital collection of digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the cloud level. I'm showing you these faces. See the face? See the eye, the nose, the mouth looks pretty canine from here. Okay, that's what I'm showing you. By the bazillions. Image within image within image from the veil to the ground. It is this way, all directions and all that shit, and I can explain it all to anybody who's actually interested. So when I come over here to the trees YouTube and I do the same thing with the trees, let me get myself a nice angle. All right. So is that digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the trees, or is that condensation trails? So what are you gonna put in the videos now if I do this every fucking time? Because I'm gonna do this on every fucking video. I'm gonna grab a little digital collection from the rock, the stone, the tree, and then I'm gonna go up into the clouds. This way, when you put it on there, I can fucking call you out and say, what a bunch of assholes. So here's a rock, YouTube. Here's a stone, okay? Digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the area we call this rock. And I'm moving my light around a little bit so I can get in on something good here. Let's see. And I should go lights and shadows, lights and shadows. I explain all this stuff all the time. And I should go get a red filter, but let's see. Here we go. Okay, right here. Here's a good spot. Lights and shadows, lights and shadows. I had all light pouring down on the rock. Now the sun's moving around a little bit. So here's a row of faces for you. Feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast from the veil to the ground. See the faces? I'm going to come right across them. There's another canine. That looks, I don't know, I have to check on the remaster. It looks feline. Then goes human. Human. Ape. I think, yep. Ape up there, because I can see the top of the head on the ape. And then down here, human. Try to get that ape for you. Canine. It's feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. That means something. From the middle to the ground, it all tells a story. But these fucking scumbags that are running the system got everybody fucking bewildered into thinking that that it's all about the human concept, which is all lies. So if you're gonna live life by lies, which seems everybody's pretty content on doing. Now we'll go to the clouds for a little while. This is the way I'm gonna do it, YouTube, and I'm gonna throw some trees and stones and rocks in every fucking time that I'm doing these cloud videos. I don't even like calling them clouds. They're fucking mineral streets. And before there were mineral streets, there were other things. But talking about any of it's useless because you guys put your stupid shit on there. Encyclopedia Britannica, as if you're telling people that might come to my channel. I mean, you've got total control over the whole fucking thing. You're running all the agents that are signed up to my channel. And everybody that I try calling out is obviously turning out to be agents as well. So you're running the whole fucking show as far as YouTube goes. And the same way that Facebook runs that particular group of zombie slaves. So the entire system's controlled, ran. There is no freedom. It's a bunch of bullshit. There never was any freedom. How can it be freedom if everything we base everything on is all a lie? And they're all fucking lies. How the hell do you figure that's freedom? It's fucking ridiculous. So my next one I'm going to call out, I think, is probably going to be, I'm throwing a few around, but I'm steering towards another Brit. Neil Oliver is his name. And I think I'm gonna hit him up to do the next series too. I'm gonna finish up on this, few more videos on the Richard Vogue series, and then I'll move on to the next series. But I wanted to experiment with this too because I'm dying to see what YouTube's gonna do. So are they gonna put down now? It's saying, trying to say that in the rocks and in the trees are condensation trails. Is that what they're saying? Very confusing. Just want to mention a couple other things that I noticed too is on the Richard Volb's channel. Richard Volb's is tapping into a lot of the things that I was talking about as I was going along and stuff like that. It seems to me that he does all of the videos to him are now labeled. I can't see him not hearing about it yet, about the, even though I'm a nobody channel and everything, I understand that. But when someone makes you a 200-part series, as I always say, there's no fucking way that's not getting back to you. So it's been a couple weeks. The videos have been labeled now. So I mean, if he's not going to confront it because he doesn't want to confront me because of my trash mouth or something like that, or respond in some way or something like that's fine. I understand that. It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense because you don't need to take me in order to go look at the system. It doesn't take me, and you don't have to prop me up or prop up my videos or anything like that. All you got to do is go look at the system, and then you're going to be saying the same shit that I'm saying. Then we'll see how quickly you get shut down, because anybody that's got tens of thousands of subscribers, if you know, got to figure at least half of them are probably real people, the rest are probably robots or something. But you know, are master robots that run all the different even one human can run 20 different bots, you know. Uh, so if that's the case, go this way with this while I'm talking. So anyways, I noticed with Richard Vobes that he is tapping into a lot of the shit that I was talking about, but he's still wrong about it all. So why not just show everybody the real system, the reality of it? So I don't have much confidence that he's anything other than an unwitting shill, maybe an unwitting shill. I won't go so far as calling him a purposeful liar yet. Maybe what I'm showing him will be, because it takes people a long time. Harold Kotz hasn't even come around to it yet, and Harold Kotz is a very intelligent person. So if I'm going to believe that Harold Kotz had to come to my channel by now, he had to go at least look at what I'm explaining to him, because I know he had a lot of fans, friends, minion what I call minion. He had a lot of minion coming in when I was doing. It was after I did his series. I was probably done with his series for several of them came in. Like Wolfie came in while I was doing the series, but then there was a lot of them that came in and complained after the series was done, and that series is a couple of years old already. So these people, they all fucking know. They know the deal. Um, so why are they not sharing it with everybody? You know, why are they not sharing it with everyone? Why are they still talking about calling condensation trails chemtrails, which is a big issue that I have today. Um, because what happens is the psyops are on every level. So people that realize that there's something going on, what they call condensation trails, and it doesn't make any sense, and then they may go over and investigate the United Nations plans, right? Um, and the World Economic Forum and what they got to say about climate change and all this. The shit just keeps on rolling out. There's nothing that we're going to do or say to stop it except for what I'm showing you. If we all go look at the true creator and we see what the system is that we really live in, and we realize that it's not a spinning wet rocket ball, then that means that anybody that uses the word globe, anybody that says, oh, it's a global takedown, or it's a global network, or it's a global internet access, or it's a global health issue, that's you can immediately get it out of your mind. No, we don't play that game. We don't play the fucking game where we accept your lies anymore, no matter what they're about. And the globe being one of them. When they say world, it's a World Economic Forum. It's a World Health Organization, health organization, and all this shit. Anything that has the word world in it is part of the lie, okay? Because the whole entire heliocentric model is a lie. And it's amazing to hear people um, claiming how real it is. So, a couple things. Um, this guy, Neil Oliver, that I'm going to call out next, I'm going to go to, he's got a video that he was doing with that 100,000-year-old, I believe it is. They think it's 10,000 to 100,000-year-old bones, and they figured they got this creature down pat, and they made some marks in a rock and all this shit. And when I'm looking at it, I can see the true creator's imagery all over this fucking rock, right? And then there's like 5 or 6 lines. They made some X's and some lines, and Neil Oliver is very impressed by this. And he probably should be, because it shows that a long time ago we were thinking about things. But there's a couple things that I'll talk about when we get to that. And probably by next week I'll be on to that series. One of them is everybody's still convinced, because everything's a fucking lie, everyone's still convinced that embalming and burying our dead is a good thing. And then Neil Oliver was pointing out that even back then, 100,000 years ago, these people were smart enough, intelligent enough, he calls it, to make lines and polish this stone and bury their dead, right? So they're burying their dead and putting them in this. You guys have to understand, if they had any wit back then, 100,000 years ago, if they had any intelligence at all, real intelligence, I mean, based on reality, not based on lies, that tells me is they were already being lied to. That's why there's so few people that were buried back then. That's why there are so few that are fossilized back then, because everyone else was smart enough to put their fucking carbons back into the system. There was only certain real fucking dumb people. Nowadays, everybody, pretty much. Um, we call it intelligence now, though. We don't call it ignorance anymore. It's the other way around. It's the total other way around. Or you can add a third category called reality. So anyway, I'm going to bring him in on the stone, and anybody else that's watching my videos. I'll bring him in on that. Let's look at the lines. Let's see what those lines really are and what they really mean. And let's talk a little bit about that when the time comes. I'll explain a little bit more about this bullshit story that they sell us about embalming and burying our dead, because we don't know the fucking system. Everyone refuses to look. And here we are again. I'm running into problems with YouTube. It's going to keep playing this fucking game. So YouTube's not going to allow any real people to come to my channel that would actually awaken, that would actually go look for themselves and see things for what they are? No, they're not going to do that. They're going to send each person down another rabbit hole that they control, because they control all these psyop channels, and the psyop channels are everywhere, and they control them all. So, what the fuck are you gonna do? So I'm gonna try to outsmart the system as usual, but it never works. But I'm gonna keep trying. Um, so you go from one lie to the next, no matter where you go. As far as these mineral streets are concerned, I changed the name of the mineral streets. The Because I didn't want to call them chemtrails, because I know that all the chemtrail sites, they're all conspiracies, whack jobs. They're all set up that way. They're agents. Even the ones that seem like good people, they're giving you actually real, true information a lot of times too. And then they're just there just to throw it in our face. It's like, okay, but then nothing changes. It's not like anybody gets woken up or to it all or anything. You still got your same amount of people that knew about it then, know about it now. How could they not? It's right in front of our fucking faces. It's right above our heads. It's not like you got to go turn on the television to see it, or open a book, or anything like that. It's all around us. So, I mean, come on. If they're not going to fucking see it or pretend not to see it, fucking stupid ass. 7.8 billion. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing. Um, I think I'm gonna go green again here. Okay, let's do that. I suppose, right? That's that one. So I'm all the way up there. Okay. So this is just a test. While I'm testing the camera, I'm also going to be testing YouTube. I want to see what they're going to do. I'm going to digitally collect, because I'm dying to see what they're going to do about that. Are they going to put down that rocks and stones are? That's what rocks and stones and trees are. That's all they are, is condensation trails. Because I'm able to digitally collect the electromagnetic nanocarbon, the feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast images. I can see the builders all around them in these rocks, stones, trees, and clouds and moon, right? It's fucking stupid, man. Okay, red filter. Okay, so YouTube. Here we go, YouTube. Don't fuck with me. You can't digitally collect electromagnetic nanocarbon from a stone and trees. And I'm trying to share this reality with people. Feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, the triangular builders that are all around us. And you keep putting up in my fucking videos that these are from condensation trails? Is that what you're telling people? Why are you lying to people? And why are you involving Encyclopedia Britannica to lie to people about this particular thing? We'll get into all your other fucking lies that you spread and partake in, but I mean, this one in particular, I mean, obviously you know what I'm showing people is real and true. Otherwise, you wouldn't be blocking everything and shutting my channels down and fucking with me. If you just thought I was some crazy lunatic who didn't make any sense and could easily be proven false, then you wouldn't be doing this. It's exactly why you're doing this. So here we are, digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the area we call this rock. And when I get over to the Neil Oliver videos, I will show you on that 100,000-year-old marker that the genie in the bottle left. Or whatever the fuck your bullshit story is over there too. And we'll digitally collect all the EMNC from that. Okay. So let's see what YouTube's gonna do.